Hey guys, this is Sunny with Sunny Healing Intuitions. Thank you so much for joining me here. Please like and subscribe for more content. I'm always trying to stick to every Sunday for the podcast, although I fell, I had a sinus infection, but I feel like I was releasing some mental blocks that I was working on and things that were just kind of like loops of stories I was telling myself based on past experiences that, what does that serve us, you know? So I was trying to release that, and I got super sick with a sinus infection, so that took a week, and then we had Hurricane Francine come through here, so it's just been kind of a little hectic, and I gave myself some time to rest and relax. So if you've been here and you're returning, thank you so much for your support and returning. I appreciate you so much. If you can interact with the video at all, it would be greatly appreciated if you're watching, just because it does help to get the messages out there. And, I do this to help us all. We're going through this great awakening right now, and it involves everyone on the planet. However, if you're choosing not to face the things that you need to face, which are probably showing up in your everyday life, like waving in your face, hello, I'm here, and you're still dealing with me, and it's holding you back from your fullest potential. If you choose to live there, then that's we've all got free will. But if you choose to heal parts of yourself that you need to heal in order to make space for the things that you want to cultivate in your life, or things that you want to create, things you want to bring into your life, even joy, I've been trying to work on bringing more joy in my life. I'm a happy person, don't get me wrong, but a lot of events in my life have kind of gotten me into this introvert state, and I am not an introvert, I'm an extrovert. I love going out, I love meeting people, I love talking to people, and I'm like that when I go out, but I have a hard time leaving my house because of everything that's going on right now. It's really hard to go into detail of what I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure you can take a guess on what's happening right now, and it's just going to get worse until November, and then it might even get even worse after that, who knows. But there's also people dying and not, nobody's caring. Excuse me. Still have things that are coming up. There's just so much happening. There's so much anger and low, dense vibrational energies that are happening because we're storing all this energy, and we're enraged, we're upset and depressed and angry, and all these emotions that keep us down here, that are stored down in our root, and not allowing them to come up and face the things that we need to face, and not pay attention to the things that do not deserve your energy. Every time I go on Facebook, on my I've got my personal page and I've got my business page. I spend way more time on my business page because I've gotten it to where everything is between, networking with other businesses. I spend a lot of time networking with other businesses because they help me too. They support me in ways that they don't even understand, but they do because I do the same for them. When people follow me, I follow them. If it's a business or a page I can follow. If I'm seeing posts, like I can only interact with so many posts in a time, because Facebook is gonna say that I'm spamming, so it'll limit me, and then it'll put me in jail for 24 hours, and then who knows if I do it again, probably be even longer, because I have so many businesses that are on there trying to support and help each other. Because I do have some friends that literally spend time supporting me. They'll book readings when I post about them on sales because they know that I need it. They know I need the business and the money. I'm not above admitting that. We all have times where we need help or resources, and that's I'm so thankful that they're around to do that. But there's a lot of people who really said that they would support me when I started this. And I get lives get busy, but the point of this is that you can't rely on everybody that's close to you to do that. And so I spend a lot of time sorry. Sinus stuff. I spend a lot of time helping others, and I enjoy that. Like, I really, it brings me joy. But, you know, I'm calling in more joy from, like, to go outside and meet like-minded people. Now that I don't drink, I used to go to the bar to meet people. I'd go to clubs, you know, where they had music or something, and I'd go and hang out and meet random people. Like, I am very good at that. It's just now I'm very protective of my energy. I'm very like, I am not going to be hugging everyone on the 311 cruise when I go on, because I want to protect my space. If I hug you, it's because I love you and I enjoy your energy. But I have the right to say no, and that's one thing that we need to do right now is hold boundaries for ourselves, for each other. Excuse me, I had to have a coughing fit really quick. So yeah, I mean, we've got to help one another. We have to be that light for each other. We have to show support when people need it. If you see that somebody is suffering in a way, try to at least give them some encouragement or tell them that you're there and actually be there. If you don't want to be there, then just ignore it. But if you are a person who wants to make a difference in anyone's life at all, it's going to help you make a difference in your life. Because, you know, as we heal ourselves, we're healing others. It amplifies and ripples into the universe. And we're not the only ones that are raising our vibration. Planet Earth, Mother Gaia, the ascended aspect of the Earth's plane, is also raising her vibration and trying to heal the things that we have damaged as a human race. She's going through an ascension process as well. We're all rising up so we can bring oneness to our society, to union, to create like unity within community, showing love and compassion, because that's what we're here to do, is to love. That's the whole main purpose of why we're here. That's the real religion. You know, everything that we've been taught, everything that we are going through and waking up to is all done by society. And, you know, and we can't always blame our parents for that, because they were raised in that too. You know, the idea of if you work hard, if you do the things that you're supposed to, you're going to be okay and you're going to be successful. Are we seeing that that's true still? No. So the systems are breaking down. And it's obvious, because if you were sitting there believing and getting into like every single thing that you're seeing in the media, on social media and all that, and you're participating in it, guess what? You're letting them win. You're participating in that. You're reacting, you're giving the energy, you're feeding them the energy to keep doing what they're doing. And yeah, it's looking pretty ridiculous and people are still believing it and supporting it. So yeah, it's going to keep getting more ridiculous. But there's a lot of us that are not getting involved in it as spiritual beings, because we know what's going on. We know the greater purpose behind all of this. And that we have to keep our vibrations high, because that's what's going to help raise the vibration of the world, so that we can all come together and make life so much better and easier. Pretty soon we're going to need each other for resources, because it's not just the system that's breaking down. There's a lot more coming. So put on your seatbelts, because it's going to get rough. And yeah, it's been rough, but we've been through the worst part of it. We're like turning 50. We're going over the hill. We're coming over the hill, and you know, times are going to get better. But this last planetary movement of Pluto going into Capricorn is going to be a fucking bitch for a lot of you. And a lot of us Capricorns have already been through it. But I mean, it doesn't mean it's over. The healing journey is never over. We're always going to be tested. We're always going to have those lessons come back up to see if we're still good, if we're still okay to keep moving up and moving towards that spiritual essence that we carry. I mean, a lot of us don't know about it. I started waking up to it when I was drinking. I was living in the bottom of a whiskey bottle, literally. I mean, I could have outdrank so many damn people. I did. I was budgeting and planning around my drinking. And even my bills, yeah. My bills were getting paid after I would make sure I got a bottle. Just like I would about food or whatever. I love food. Most people that know me know that. But that's how bad it was. And I was in so much pain. And I know that was all my own doing, and it was the emotions I was still carrying, but it was coming up to the surface and I needed to face it, and I was. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had some pretty cool people that had my back at that time. And I talk to one of them now. I talk to one of them still. And I mean, we don't talk as much as we used to, but we still got love for each other, and we still check in on each other. And you know, we've respected each other's boundaries. That's the important part. I just had a yellow butterfly fly at my window for a minute. That was beautiful. This is transformation. We're all going through this transformation, and that's what butterflies resemble. So, yeah, you know, this friend, and it's nice because respecting boundaries is exactly what, you know, what we need to do for each other. And we all have boundaries ourselves. I mean, we should not be pissed off at what other people feel, what they need in order to feel comfortable, you know? I mean, usually when people get upset, it's a reflection of what they need to face. It's not about the other person, it's about them. So when you get upset or triggered by other people, it's usually because you need to face whatever is triggering you. That's what it is. It's literally what it is. And what I do is I work with these symbols, and I've mentioned them before, but you know, I have gone through the certification to be a healer to use these symbols, which is mostly sacred geometry, and it's modern technology that's dealing with energetic frequencies, and they open up so much. And then I have these other alignments, and I'm still in the class. There's a 4-level class that I'm going through, and I just started the 2nd level this last week. But we got attuned to this last week. We got attuned to the Wealth and Abundance series, and I always choose 2 alignments to run and use for that week that I just got attuned to. Because being attuned means that I now have the ability to run these alignments on myself and others. So when I do my healing sessions, I use these, which is working in the quantum realm, throughout all of all dimensions, times, and realities of all aspects of our being. Because time is not a thing, really. I mean, that's something that the society made up, but we have different aspects of ourselves living at the same moment, doing the same things in different ways, different decisions, choices, different journeys, but similar. And I know it's a weird concept. I've definitely looked into a lot of this, and I've studied a lot of this in the past few years. But these symbols and these alignments really work with that space, and it brings up a lot, you know, it works with our brains and our hearts and our energy fields. And I ran the Manifesting Abundance and Raise Your Money ceiling, because we all have this cap that we put ourselves as, or people have told us that we're only worthy of so much, or, you know, it's this energy basically that we carry in ourselves. There's a lot of energy that we carry in within ourselves that are blocking us that we have no idea is there. I'm still carrying around a bunch of shit. And I've been healing for 3 years now. It's a never-ending journey, I'm telling you. But, you know, a lot of my stuff is ancestral too, and it's been passed through the womb because we can take on things from the womb. Me and my sister healer friend just were talking about that earlier. So I ran these alignments the past few days. So much has been coming in, like so much. And I know that people, you know, they'll come up with ideas and they don't always follow through with them, but I mean, it's just, there's been so much coming my way and I'm so grateful. And that's the thing. If you get it and you're grateful and you show it, like, it's gonna keep coming in because you're asking for it. And it is just amazing how much has come in for me. Like, I was crying, I was so happy. And like, I don't like to give a lot of details on my personal life, but that's as much as I'm gonna give you. So if there's anything that you wanna work on or things that you wanna find out about yourself, please reach out to me. I always put my email in the description box. I always provide readings. I'm going to be doing my Patreon membership. I'll include that in the description box below. I also did a full moon reading for the lunar eclipse on September 17th that I posted, so check that out if you like. So going back to that, the eclipse is helping us to manifest a new beginning while we're releasing the past. And everything that has been coming up in my messages lately is facing, and the thing is, I've been writing down so much that I want to talk about, and there's so much I want to talk about, but I don't want to sit here and talk for hours on end and just have you get bored. So I'm going to try to keep this within a reasonable time frame, but there's a lot that I've been writing down that I want to go over because I just went through this healing series workshop like the past few days, and it's just... And this morning I did a reading for myself, but I feel like it's also what's been going on for everyone else because we're a collective. We are one consciousness, okay? So we've all been going through delays, setbacks in what we want to create, having sabotaging, limiting beliefs and thoughts. And those are usually from the emotions that we carry, these beliefs. And then it tricks our minds into thinking that we're just like, oh man, I'm never gonna get out of this lack mindset. I'm never gonna be able to get enough money. I'm never gonna be able to do this. We cannot be doing that. 5 is about change. 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. Ideas, communication, thoughts, delays, competition, rivalry within yourself is what this is right here. But if we can see all the options that are available to us and pay attention to what our dreams are telling us and visualizing what we want to call in and see all the different options and possibilities and potential that we have, we're being handed this new beginning of opportunity, abundance, prosperity. This has literally been coming through in all of my readings. That as long as you can get through this and you can push yourself out of that, find this emotional stability, emotional fulfillment, we're moving on to this new beginning here. Fast. We're balancing this light and dark energy within us to take this offer from God's hands. This is just the energy of the card. I'm not talking, if you have a thing about God, it's okay, I understand. This is what this is representing. It's being handed to you, this opportunity, so go for it. We're going to be really happy about this abundance that comes in. I love that the sun is shining down on us right now. You can see it in the card here, but look at that. That trust fall, knowing like you're okay. You're free. You don't have to worry about anything. The heart's open. You're open to receiving. You have to be open to receive. That is the biggest thing. I find myself, refusing help. That's one area of being open to receive. And then when you receive it and you say no, the universe is going to be confused and be like, okay, well, she don't want no help. You can't say no if you need help. people are offering, that's your freaking guardian angel in human form, saying, hey, I am willing to help you because you asked for it. Don't say no. Now, this is this offer, this new beginning, this exciting news that's coming in. You know, something coming in that's telling you, hey, I'm here. This is your new opportunity. It's coming. This good news. And you're moving away from this energy. You're going from the 5 to the 6. 6 is about harmony and balance. Moving from this energy, going away from the turbulent waters, being led towards this new beginning. So as we're coming to this fork in the road, which is a symbolization of symbolizing this choice that we have to make, which is the choice to move forward and trust in ourselves and believe in the impossible. Yeah, see, the message, there's a message coming through. There's some kind of good news on its way. But we've got to close out this round and round energy, this cycle that we've been stuck in. And use our imagination, our voices, by speaking out what we want, and trust it and believe it, and don't try to control the outcome. Make the decision to create from your heart. Go inside and ask, like, what is your passion? I know this was like, you know, it wasn't supposed to be a reading, and this was my reading this morning, but I mean, I really like felt that this was really the energy of what we all need to understand. Now, one thing that does support us when we're trying to release and work through our shadows and, you know, heal things, is affirmations. Affirmations are ways that we can trick our mindset. And if you keep up with it daily, you know, you can do like me, set an alarm on your phone on a calendar saying what, you know, say your affirmations. I know my affirmations now. I don't need to, you know, remember them. But when I say them every morning, it's really helped. I've been doing it for probably about 2 years now, I think. And it helps. It really sets that, it helps trick the mind to believe in a positive mindset. And if you practice, it really works. And also, you're speaking these you can think of what you want to create and then say, like, let's say, excuse me. Let's say you want to create connection with other people, like-minded souls. You know, you're feeling like me, like a little lonely, you want to get out, you want to meet more people, but you have a hard time getting out. You have, you know, these mental blocks that are coming up. And, excuse me. Gosh, I'm so sorry. An affirmation I would say is, I am aligned with like-minded souls. Abundance flows into my life with connections to like-minded souls. You know, just something like that. Just creating something that begins with I am, I will, I can, I have. And then saying that like every day for 21 days, it becomes a practice, and then you're used to it, and you just want to keep doing it because it works. It's like the words we speak out really do create our reality. And it's the thoughts that help support that. And so when we're saying it, we're believing it, the universe knows it, spirit hears it, and then they provide it. It doesn't always happen right away. I mean, we can't sit there and water a plant and sit there and be like, hey, grow, grow, grow. You know, I mean, we have to be patient. We have to release the attachment to the outcome and trust. So, one thing I did want to share. So, letting go of overthinking. This is what that reading was talking about, what we were just saying. hearing the silence within, hearing, the self-awareness, being an open channel to our higher selves, our ascended aspects of our, like our spiritual beings, the aspects that are ascended of us that are leading us through this life. That's what higher self means. Letting go of controlling the day and planning every detail. Sometimes you just gotta say your affirmations of what you want in the day, or journal or whatever. Just kind of set what you want for the day and say it out loud, or say it in your head, in your heart, whatever. And then let go and let the day unfold. If you sit there and go, oh God, there's gonna be so much traffic, guess what? You just manifest the traffic. Oh man, I don't know. I just really don't feel like going to work today. It's gonna be a shitty day. It's gonna be a shitty day, and it's probably gonna take even longer because you're putting yourself in that mindset. You're the one that's creating that. We all have to take responsibility for things that we're doing. How are we going to know to make adjustments to align ourselves with what we want to do? I literally, there's times where I put pressure on myself when I do a reading, and I have not been wrong once yet. Have I triggered people? Yeah, people are going to be upset if they don't want to hear it, and then they're like, oh great, well that wasn't what I wanted to hear. Well, guess what? I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you're supposed to know. And then it's up to you what you want to decide on doing with that. Because that's just what I do. I give the messages. So that's what, sometimes we get bitch smacked in the face by spirit, I've posted about, tarot cards attacking me, and it's like, yeah, man, sometimes you just need to hear it. I remember one day, it was either the 5 or 7 of Swords, which are both, 7 of Swords is like, it was 7 of Swords. It's like deception and, backstabbing and stealing and all that stuff. And I asked to clarify what it meant, and it gave me the same fucking card. It's like, all right, I get it, I was probably just testing you and trying to get a different answer, but it's not how it works. So quit creating the conditions by planning according to what you want, and start focusing on the why of the goal. So letting go of the money aspect. At first when I was trying to create this business, I was really about the money. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to make enough money doing what I was doing because I love doing it. I really do. I enjoy tarot reading. I enjoy talking to people about their journey. I enjoy creating a safe and healing space for people who need guidance, who need the love, who need the care, who need the healing. Even just to talk if they need to be here. I can't give all my time and energy, but I'm glad to be here to help. And I'm so happy that I've been able to do that. It's like, it is literally all I've ever wanted to do in life. If I could be, I did actually go to school for child psychology, and I did very well, but unfortunately I lived in California during the recession. This was like the push for me to want to move, but it wasn't my path. I feel like after I did sponsoring of Alateen, after being an Alateen myself, I just felt like, well, I know why I didn't go down that path, because I was redirected, not rejected, because I know that I would have taken a lot home, and I probably would have ended up like not wanting to do it anymore. So I would have spent all that money and time for nothing. Sort of, not for nothing, but I wouldn't have continued. I know that. But focusing on the why, focus on the feeling of having it, conspire along with the universe and allow space for it to come in, and you will be in receptivity mode. That's how easy it is. All you have to do is ask for it, tell them what you want, and trust that it's coming, and believe it. Let go. Let go. You don't have to control things. If you try to control it, it's just not going to happen the way you want it to. It's just the way it is. We have to trust ourselves too through this experience. And as we're letting go, we're allowing that space to be in receptivity mode, showing the universe that we're open. We want to move forward. We want to level up. We want to show love to ourselves and to the collective. I know I'm kind of all over the place right now, but it's just, there's so much. I'm already at 30 minutes. I feel like I've been talking for like 15. So these mental blocks and these emotional thoughts, these dense emotions that sit in us, it's like we gotta let go. And a lot of times they're tied with people that we're interacting with. But we've got to trust our intuition, and we got to trust what our bodies tell us, because that is our intuition. If you're feeling if you feel depleted or you feel bad around people, that's not a person you shouldn't be around. That's your intuition, your higher self telling you that this person is probably blocking you from things. You know, it's time to release this. And it seems harsh, but it's not. You don't have to sit there and take things that you don't want. You don't have to be treated the way that you don't want to be treated, or dismissed on things that you feel. You know, I have this relationship with someone very close to me, and I feel like every time we go out to lunch, it's like a one-sided conversation. I get a lot of mm-hms and it's like I'm talking to myself, and it's really annoying. And like, I don't know, they're so close that it's not somebody I want to let go of. But I don't know, I've got to speak my mind at some point, because this is driving me nuts. And that's those mental thoughts that I have that are on loop, with those stories that I tell myself. You know, it's hard when you've been like treated like everything that you feel is wrong, that it's not valid. And if you feel that way with certain people, then they need to go. Just send them off with love. You don't have to hate people. And you know, hate and anger is just, it's not necessary. It's a waste of energy. When I actually have this Eclipse healing reading combo, and those are usually $111, and I have one going on for the Eclipse for $44. And this Eclipse reading is being offered until the 10th of October. So it's really offering clarity around what you want to release. Like, if you're not sure, then I can help you to tap into what you need to, like, things that aren't coming up to the surface for you that are, you know, hindering your growth, or holding you back from your manifestations, or whatever it is. I help you to narrow those down, the emotions, the limited beliefs, patterns and cycles that you've been going through. And these are live, but I record them so that way you can keep it. And I recommend going through it, you know, because I offer healing. I lead you through a meditation. We really get into the depths of it, and I spend time with you. Then we find the passion of what you want to create. So like, I help you to find that passion, to open you up, to let go of those patterns, those beliefs and dense emotions, and install these positive beliefs, these new beginnings of what you want. And then, you know, we align you with the frequencies of abundance. So that's what I'm offering right now. So if you feel called for that, you can email me. You can find me on Facebook and private message me. I am on Facebook. I spend more time on there than I do with YouTube. I'm sorry, with Instagram and TikTok. I like videos, but I mostly do my morning readings. I post those on all platforms. But this reading and healing session opens up so much, and I guide you through it and help you to support you on your journey. I don't just do the healing and then let you go. So I don't know, I feel like there's so much more, but I'm already at 34 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and end this here. If you have any suggestions about what you want me to cover, Or if you are interested actually in a tarot workshop to learn how to tap into reading tarot, then let me know in the comments, and I will certainly create something and offer that up for a very, very, very limited, cheap price for you, okay? So I love you all. I hope that you have a beautiful full moon. Check out my reading. I'll link the video in the description box below. And I am sending you all so much love and light. Remember, as we heal ourselves, we heal each other. Take care.